Suki, no yarn. No yarn. No yarn for you. We must be supervised in the infamous yarn room. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel for yet another video. Of course, it's your girl Erin and your newest girl Suki. Now if you guys have been keeping up with me here on my channel, then you all know that I just recently moved into a brand new home. Oh, you got me good. You got me good. I got to set up this really gorgeous yarn shelf, as you guys can see behind me, and in doing so I got to go through pretty much all of the yarn that I currently own, and I came across a lot. I saw a lot of fibers that I've kind of been hoarding, saving for certain projects, and I think today is the day. Welcome to another help me reduce my yarn stash video. Now I have a really fun idea because I haven't really seen people do this. Since I dye yarn as my own small business, I thought it'd be kind of fun to branch out. Normally you dye up the yarn first in the pans, and then once it's dry, you can cake it up and crochet or knit whatever project you want, such as a top, a skirt, a sweater. Today I'm gonna do it backwards though. My thought process for this video is I'm gonna use up some of that stash yarn. It's gonna be a clear, bright white, undyed yarn. And I'm thinking I'm going to knit something kind of oversized, kind of baggy, just very basic. And then once my top is all knitted up and ready to be worn, that's when I'm gonna throw it into the dye pan. And I'm just gonna chuck in a bunch of colors. Me reverse engineering it though, I could completely ruin this top. It's up here somewhere. No, it's not in there. It's not in there. I think I found it. Another yarn bag. So I've been kind of saving up a bunch of these balls, and thankfully I think I have enough. I'm going to be using the Hobie Friends Kid Silk. They just come in like these little 25-gram mohair balls. What are you doing? Hey, we're just gonna double strand it, throw it on, cast it onto the needles, and see how it turns out. So let's head out to a coffee shop, enjoy our day. This is my progress. Kind of embarrassing because I've been knitting this top on and off for a week at this point. I'm still pretty much at the yoke section, but I figured this was the perfect stopping point to kind of like try it on because I need to figure out how wide or how tight the shirt is gonna be on me. All right, let's pray to God nothing falls off the needles. Okay. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think this is a pretty good stopping point where I can like split the sleeves from the body, and then at that point I can just kind of keep working in stockinette. No more increases. I'm absolutely loving the little bit of a sheer see-throughness that this top is having. Again, I'm just kind of double stranding with the kid silk mohair. I'll be completely honest, I purchased a pattern on Etsy and I tried to follow along with it. The measurements were all wrong, the gauge is all wrong. So at this point, I've just been kind of freestyling it and freehanding it. I mean, there's not too much math that really goes into raglan, so yeah, we're just adding on rows until it gets larger and larger. We can divide the front and the back, and pretty soon we can start to dye. So it's been another week, but I finished knitting the top. It didn't come out bad, you know, for my first time trying to freehand knit like a little raglan, but it's, let me just throw it on. All right, so this is what we ended up with. She's actually a lot more sheer than I thought she would be, but if I have the right, you know, crop top underneath, I don't think it'll be too revealing. Huge fan of like the bagginess of this part of the sweater, but the sleeves, I wanted the sleeves to be a little bit more form-fitting. Obviously my knitting skills are not up to par yet because I thought I knew what I was doing. Regardless, this is the top at the moment. I kind of decided to go with like a 3/4 sleeve because, as previously mentioned, I hate when my sleeves get into like food and water when I'm washing my hands and the dishes. So if I just like knit it shorter, we're not gonna have that issue. Loving it though. Love the little bit of like flowy, drapey sheerness with it. Well, now comes the part where it's time to dye the top. This could either go so well or I could completely ruin the top. Just kind of depending how the color is placed on it. So, we'll just start to dye it. We'll have to see what happens. We just gotta do it. Bite the bullet. But, you know, cute. She's cute. I like it. I like it. Nice little layering piece. All right, everybody, let's take a quick break to talk about today's video sponsor, Squarespace. Now, if you guys haven't already heard about them, Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for you guys to build your online presence and showcase your business. For example, with Squarespace, you can sell your products on an online store, whether you have physical, digital, or even service products. With my commerce plan, customers can leave public product reviews to help build trust with future shoppers. You can also create custom discount codes for your customers to use at checkout and even specify which products it applies to. If you're interested in creating your own website, you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch and go live, you can head to squarespace.com/itsAaronB, or you can also use my code itsAaronB to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Now let's go ahead and get back to the content. The sweater's been soaking and now it's on top of the stove. To be honest, I'm super excited to try out this method, but at the same time, I feel strangely nervous. I've talked about this so many times in this video already, so I'm done talking about it, but I just have such high hopes for this. I already have the first color mixed up and ready to pour onto the sweater. I don't really know how to describe this color other than kind of like a funny brown. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So I finished dyeing up the top. She's not bad. She's kind of cute. Definitely not how I expected this to turn out because the too much jean took over. For the grand reveal of this sheer knitted dyed top, wait, I'll be honest, this is the first time I put the top on since I dyed it, and my opinion is kind of changing. So obviously there's a good amount of like pink, magenta, redishy, burgundy colors. I didn't mean for that to happen. That was my bad. I think I just wanted like a little splash of like a little tint of red kind of coming out from the black and the grays and the browns. I threw in a little bit and then a little bit more, and then I said, what the heck? And in all reality, I really should have like pulled back. But now that I'm seeing this on, it doesn't look like too much color. I think it looks so cool. I definitely want to recreate this with different colors, maybe different shapes of a top. Maybe next time I can do like a tank top that's a little bit more fitted. I can dye it up, but I absolutely love this. It looks a little bit more unique, okay? It doesn't look like a used hand-dyed yarn. It almost looks like I bought it, and I love it. So she's given like oversized, she's given grungy. Also noticed that after I dried this thing, the sleeves ended up being full length. I don't got that 3/4 sleeve thing going on anymore. Needless to say though, this is pretty much a slay. Like, you can't tell me this isn't super cute. Loving kind of like these browny murky colors that are just speckled up here. I did try a little bit of like standard dye along with some speckling. And another thing I discovered I could do with this top is I could like tie it. I could tie this into like a little side knot. So if I want to wear this to the beach and be a little bit more, you know, a little more feminine, could show off the skin a little bit more. It's not super baggy, but I'm digging it. So honestly, this is gonna be my personality for the rest of the year, is knitting in undyed yarn and then dyeing it to see what I can create. Yeah, I'll be wearing this. You can bury me in it. Mark my words, my new favorite top. I'm gonna go knit something else now. Bye.